Hi everyone, it's Karen and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience at the Northstar Boys concert in LA. This past week on April 28th, I attended the Northstar Boys concert at the Roxy Theater in Los Angeles. I had a lot of fun, but there was also some stuff that I do want to talk about. I definitely want to talk about mainly my experience and also a little bit about the aftermath that has happened. A lot of stuff that just went on after the show. This is just from my personal preference and also from what I experienced. I did go to the show in LA, so maybe other shows will probably be a little bit more different. But this is just one from, the one that I attended as well too. So yeah, if you guys want to hear about it, go ahead and keep on watching. So the first thing I want to talk about was my experience at the show, and it was definitely a lot of fun. I, had a lot of fun. It was also my birthday week too as well, so I figured, I was like, oh, why not just like make a sign, for the boys to notice that it's my birthday or something like that. So that's exactly what I did. If you guys can tell from the signs back here, I made some signs for the show. This one right here in particular, you guys have probably seen on Twitter and also on TikTok. But yes, I did make a sign for Kane. And if you guys can see in the sign back here, it says Latinas for NSB. I did make one of those signs because I've seen them all over, like at any K-pop show and stuff like that. So I figured, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring them over to NSB because, why not? So the first thing I want to talk about was the whole experience of what happened when I got there. So when I got there, it was around, I think about 7:20, I believe. I was about 20 minutes late for the pre-party, so I was a little bit concerned about that, but I was like, you know what, it's perfectly fine. It's whatever, better late than never, basically. Yeah, I got there around like 7:20. It was a long drive because I do live really far away from LA. I live about 2 hours or an hour and a half away from LA, and I'm also an hour and a half away from San Diego, so I'm kind of like right in the middle. So when we got there, I mean, it was a little bit confusing on like how like the line situation kind of went. There was a long line that kind of wrapped a little bit far, but we weren't actually like super far. But when we arrived at the entrance, I remember just seeing Sebastian and Kane. Yeah, we ended up having to go all the way to the back of the line, which wasn't actually that far from the entrance, but I mean, it took a while though to get there. But yeah, I got there, I was holding gifts and my signs and everything, and it was definitely really fun though. It was I was a little bit concerned, but at the same time I was like, oh, like it's gonna be lots of fun. So we got there, waiting in line, it took a while, and somebody, I don't really know if they work with NSB directly or if there's just somebody that was making a video for them that's gonna go directly to them. They came up to me and my best friend and said, hey, like, do you want to like do a quick interview for, Northstar Boys and, kind of like give them a quick message? And I said, sure, because, he saw me, and I was actually wearing my birthday sash. It says birthday queen, sparkly and very cute. It's rose gold, so it's because it was my golden birthday. Actually, my birthday was the 24th, but we actually we were celebrating that whole week, so it's technically like my birthday week though. So technically it wasn't my birthday, but I didn't want them to think that it was my birthday that day. But I mean, it was only 4 days after my birthday though. And actually Kane knew that it was actually 4 days after my birthday when, he posted it on his Snapchat, which I'll probably show like screenshots. He ended up actually asking me a few questions and said like, oh, like if you could give a message to any of the members of the Northstar Boys or all the members, like what would you say? And I said, and I actually don't really remember what I said though. I was excited and, all these nerves were just like all over the place. I basically just said like, oh, you guys are doing amazing. Something along the lines of like, I hope you guys are having fun tonight. And I said a message to Kane and I said, Kane, like, I love you so much. You are amazing. You are incredible. Like, I have love for all of you guys. You guys are amazing. But Kane, you have my whole heart. That's basically what I said. And he said, okay, thank you. And then he saw my birthday stat and he's like, oh, and happy birthday. And I was like, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. Man, I can't even believe that. But yeah, after a while we just waited in line for about like not that long. It kind of felt like, I think it was an hour, but I think we kind of waited like quite some time. I don't really know. I don't know, the time just went by so fast. I remember just seeing like some of like their media team just like walking in and out. Seeing Bay, I saw Angel. You know, they were just like walking from the tour bus to, you know, the front, you know, and it was a lot like to take in, because like, oh my gosh, like these guys are real. Like, can't even believe it. I just remember seeing Kane like at the front entrance, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that is my favorite member. Like, and remember seeing Sebastian, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's my best friend's favorite member, one of her favorite members. Once they went back inside, I was like, oh my god, I saw Kane, and I screamed, and I was like, ah! I screamed very loud though, to the point where like some people just like looked over at me though. But yeah, it took a while though to get in, and we finally made it in, and we kind of just like walked around a little bit to kind of like explore. And if you guys have been to the Roxy before, you know that there's a bar like in the back. Me and my best friend, we kind of just like went back there, and we saw Kane and Justin actually standing right there at the bar, and I was like, oh my gosh, like should we like walk up to him? And then I was like, I wanted to walk up to him. I basically just ran and I showed him my sign, which you guys probably saw right here. I showed him my sign, and right away he like put his drink down and just like, he's like, let's dance. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I put like my signs down and everything, and he was just like, he like grabbed my hand and just like started dancing with me and just spinning me around, and it just felt like a dream. But at the same time, it's like, it's not a dream. Like, he's literally standing like right in front of me. Like, I couldn't even believe that. And he's spinning me around and dancing with me. I don't know, I just felt like it was a dream or something like that. Like, I couldn't even believe it. Like, it was incredible. I just felt like so happy that like he did that. But yeah, he ended up dancing with me. I couldn't even believe that like that had happened. Like, I still couldn't believe it. So we danced a little bit, and then he ended up saying like, I'll dance with you more later. And right before he had to leave the bar, I stopped him for a second, and I said, oh, I wanted to give you this bracelet. So I had made him like a special bracelet, but I made him like a little like special bracelet that has like a little volleyball chain on it, and it was Haikyuu colors, because obviously now Kane's favorite anime is Haikyuu. One of his favorite animes is Haikyuu, and also he's a volleyball player. So I figured, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make him a Haikyuu bracelet with a little volleyball chain. And that's what I did, and I was so glad I was able to give it to him personally rather than just throwing it in his gift. I actually did end up giving him a gift, a very special gift, and I also made a few things special for the boys. And also, if you guys are wondering what I made for the boys, these are it. So it has a little bunny on it. So yeah, they're obviously the Chinese New Year's envelopes, and I actually have like little bracelets. I actually had like bracelets wrapped around them though. I was kind of hoping to give them to them personally, but unfortunately though, that did not end up happening. So I had around 7 of these. I gave 2 to Kane, because obviously Kane's my favorite. If the boys are watching this, or any of the members are watching this, so if you guys see these envelopes, these are the ones I gave you. After, you know, the whole you know, interaction with Kane, we kind of like just walked around. I did see Justin there at the bar, and you know, I tried talking with him and stuff, but he was kind of in a rush. So I was like, okay, well, I'll probably try to run into him a little bit later on. And then after that, we kind of went onto the floor. You know, obviously some of the boys were performing on stage, and it was a lot of fun. It looked like a lot of fun. While I was dancing and, you know, stuff like that, you know, my best friend, you know, was there with me. You know, she is a trooper. She actually ended up going to this event with me not that long after she had actually gotten a medical procedure done. I'm not gonna get into too much detail about that though, just to respect her privacy though. But I want to give her a shout out because, you know, she watches my videos. She's my #1 supporter, and she supported me by going to this concert with me. So thank you, bestie. I love you so much. She knows who she is, you know. you're the best bestie. I love you. Then after that, like while I was dancing like on the dance floor, me and my best friend decided, you know, we would like walk around a little bit, try to like explore a little bit more of, you know, the Roxy Theater, which is kind of like very small. It's kind of big but also small at the same time though, if that makes any sense. We decided to like walk around a little bit just to kind of see like, you know, get a feel of, you know, the concert and everything like that. But we never really gone to a concert like this where it's like completely, you know, GA. We have always gone to like regular concerts and stuff, so like concerts that's like in stadiums and arenas and stuff like that, but we never really gone to something like this. So it was like kind of like a new experience for the both of us. I've gone to clubs and I've gone to like events where, you know, it was kind of like this, but it was a little bit more different. So yeah, we decided to walk around a little bit and we ended up running into Sebastian, and we're like, oh my god, Sebastian's right there, like we should just like say hi to him and like try to take a photo with him. And he ended up seeing me and he was like, oh my gosh, like, and then he saw like obviously my sash that said, you know, birthday queen, and he's like, oh my god, like happy birthday, and he gave me a hug, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I cannot believe like Sebastian Moy is hugging me right now. Like I cannot even believe it. Like it's so crazy. Like, and he's taller in person and he smells like really nice though. Sebastian, if you're seeing this though, like thank you for that. Like he ended up like walking up to me and he's like, oh happy birthday, and then he saw like I was holding my posters, which you guys probably are seeing back here. I was holding my posters, and then he was like, oh, you want me to sign your posters? And I was like, yes. And then I was like looking for a pen and or a marker like so quickly. I was like, oh my gosh, like where is it? Because I had like 3 Sharpies on me that night, and I was like, oh my god, I need to find something. I need to like, I want him to sign my poster, like hoping that he would. But yeah, he ended up signing all 3 of my posters, and he ended up taking a photo with me. But yeah, he was very sweet. And then I asked him, can you take a photo with my best friend, because you're one of her favorite members? And he said yes. And then so I took a photo for the both of them, and they're so sweet, they're so cute, like I couldn't even believe it. After the interaction with you know, with Sebastian and my friend, we just kind of like, you know, danced around and enjoyed the concert as much as possible. There was a lot of stuff that was happening at that concert. I wouldn't say that this concert was like unorganized. I just felt like it could have gone a little bit more better, I guess you could say. I would say I had pretty much a good time, I would say. I mean, it's not really like, it's not really much like that could be said or done though. It's mainly after like the whole aftermath of, you know, the concert and everything. But yeah, we were enjoying like a lot of the performances. I think one of my favorite songs that was performed live definitely would be You're My Star. I definitely loved the acoustic version. It was definitely one of my favorites of the night. One thing that I really did enjoy was when Oliver read my sign. So that was something that I honestly did not expect him to like read. I know that he did read like a few like the posters and everything like that. All of a sudden he's like, oh, let me see like the posters in the back and everything. And I was literally holding it up like this with like other posters in my hand and recording.
Oh, that song, baby. Let me see all these posters in the back. What was that saying? Latinos for NSB? I want to shout out to all my Latinas out here.
Honestly, did not expect him to read that poster at all. I don't know. I honestly still couldn't believe it. We are getting recognized, like Latinas for NSB. That's right. I still couldn't even believe it. And then I remember just like turning around. So I was like in like the very far back, like kind of like standing right, kind of like right in front of like the VIP section, which I was not allowed in, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. I don't know. Hopefully one day it can happen. But yeah, Kane was like around there and stuff like that, and I just remember like turning around, seeing him. I remember just turning around, seeing all like a bunch of like their friends and TikTokers and people that have been like in their videos and stuff. And I remember just like, oh my gosh, like, oh my god, like I've seen him on TikTok, I've seen him on his YouTube channel. I still couldn't even believe it. Like it's so crazy, like to think like they're real. Like, oh my gosh, like, because I never met anybody that I, you know, like in person. I never met like any of like my influencers. I've only met probably like two influencers in the past. One of them was a good experience, the other one was bad. It was a lot of fun just meeting them and, you know, enjoying my time. So me and my best friend, we were enjoying like the concert, and then I decided to like kind of step out a little bit and kind of get like a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Also, I ended up buying merch. I ended up buying, you know, the hoodie, when I got this one, which I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna buy this for sure. And then I ended up going to the bar, trying to like see if like maybe I can be able to get a drink, maybe not, I'm not sure yet. After I bought that though, I ended up standing by like the bar, like that's all the way in the back, and I ended up seeing Danny Phantom at the bar, which if you guys don't know who he is on TikTok, I ended up seeing him, and I like at first I didn't want to like, you know, say anything. I kind of wanted to just like say hi to him, but then that fangirl in me just was like, oh my gosh, no, I have to take a photo with him or something. Like I just wanted to tell him, or I want to tell him like, you know, I think your TikTok videos are freaking hilarious, I love you so much. But yeah, so I ended up going up to him, tapped him on his shoulder, and I was like, hi, and I was like, can I take a photo with you? And he said, yeah, sure. And I'll insert the photo right here. I took a photo with him, and then after that I was like, thank you so much, and then I gave him a hug, and he's like, oh, and happy birthday, and I was like, oh, thank you. I said to him, I was like, oh my gosh, like you are so fucking hilarious, like I love your TikTok videos, you are fucking hilarious. And he's like, oh, thank you so much, like I'll be having a good night. And I was like, thank you, you too. And then I said bye to him. It was a lot of fun. He is like one of my favorites like on TikTok. I love watching his videos. So Danny, if you're seeing this, like, you know, thank you for that, because you are so fucking hilarious and you are amazing, and you know, love your videos. So then after that I ended up, you know, going back to like kind of like where I wanted to stand, and then yeah, I pretty much enjoyed the rest of the concert. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I would say that was definitely positive about the concert. I really did enjoy all the performances. I loved meeting all the members. I definitely had a lot of fun for sure. And I'm so happy though, like I had my wish come true, and that was dancing with Kane for my birthday. Like that was definitely a wish come true. Like Kane, thank you so much for that. I don't know, probably low chances of him seeing this though, but it was definitely a lot of fun for sure. And he also added me on his Snapchat, which I'll throw more screenshots of it here. Definitely towards the end like of the concert, like some moments from the concert that like really truly like made me feel like, you know, I could do more, I could try harder and stuff like that. Definitely there was a moment in one of Oliver's speeches during one of the performances. I would have to believe that it was when he performed You Are My Star. There was definitely a moment in, you know, that performance when he had said a speech, but he basically had said that, you know, when you guys leave these doors tonight, never stop chasing your dreams, never stop believing in your dreams, you know, work hard, be successful, be what you want to become. I definitely took that to heart, and I, you know, decided, I was like, you know what, after tonight and after this week, his words and stuff definitely really impacted me a lot, and really did show me that like, you know, I definitely do want to try hard, and I definitely do want to, you know, be able to, you know, do what I want to do, and, you know, do what I love. And for me, that was definitely making, you know, a name for myself and everything. And I honestly don't think like if I had not gone that night, I probably wouldn't be here right now. And I think if it wasn't for the North Star Boys, I definitely think that I wouldn't be where I am right now. You know, they definitely really did change, you know, my life for, you know, the better. And, you know, I honestly don't know how I can be able to thank them enough, other than I continue to support them no matter what. Like all members, I love all the members so much. I, you know, love all of them equally. I love what they're doing, and, you know, like they have done so much for us that, you know, it just, I cannot even believe like how far they have come just within the year and a half of, you know, everything. Like that they've done. They've done so much. They've released like these amazing songs that I have on repeat every single day. And because of them, like I've been more open. I've been, able to be more confident. Basically bring me out of my shell more. And if I could just have a conversation with all of them, or even tell them just like one thing, even just for like a little bit, or just have like, or like just be able to spend a day with them, I would tell them this. I would say, you guys are amazing. You guys are the reason why I, I work hard with, with social media. Why I'm always on social media is because, I want to be able to like, do better and be able to be known and well known, for something positive or something like that. And I want to thank you guys for everything you've done for me, because you guys are one of the reasons why I get up in the morning, why, I'm always, so open and, more myself rather than just being something that, I want to hide. It definitely really changed me a lot, especially just from one concert, just from meeting them, even only just meeting like 4 out of 7 of the members. It really did change me a lot. And just even going to that concert, being in their, atmosphere and being in their environment, it definitely changed me a lot too. It really, helped me out more. And, I cannot thank them enough for everything that they've done. Last thing I want to talk about was, everything that happened that was negative at the show. I can't really get into too much detail about it just because like I don't want to really like, cause any trouble with anybody. There have been like a lot of tweets talking about, a lot of, stars getting bullied. It kind of really did take a lot on me because I myself was not affected by it, but somebody that was close to me was affected by it, and it hurt me a lot seeing that somebody had said that to her. And it really hurt me like a lot that, that there are fans out there. And I was so grateful that Kane had, brought that up on his Twitter. So Kane had posted and said, "I hate to see stars receiving hate. We're all about positivity and bringing people up. I'm gonna say this right now. A star does not spread hate, only positivity. If you are a bully, you are not a star. Any bully gets blocked." And then he said, "A little advice is for the stars. Block the haters." And so I ended up writing back to him and I said, "Thank you, Kane, for bringing this up because my bestie had to deal with this at the LA show and it hurt me a lot seeing how upset she was afterwards. This definitely needed to be addressed and I'm glad you're doing that. We love you boys so much." And I saw a bunch of like other tweets by other stars that were, like basically saying that like, we all need to be united because at the end of the day, we are all, we all have one thing in common, and that we are all supporting the boys for everything that they're doing. And I definitely agree because, that's something that like, we all realize that we're all part of the same family. We should all be a family and everything like that. I definitely agree for sure. I'm not here to like bash on like, other stars that, did bullying and stuff like that. I mainly just want to spread awareness and say like, words do hurt really bad, and kind of like it really does affect me a lot. I have been bullied. Words really do hurt bad, and it's just something that's just I don't really love seeing, in any way, shape, or form. It hurts. Like I said, at the end of the day, we all have one thing in common, and that is, we're supporting the boys no matter what. It's just so crazy that like that had happened, and it's so like I still can't even believe it. But to kind of close this up, I just want to say, guys, please, like please do not, send threats or anything like that. Do not bully other fans, And like Kane said, though, if you are a bully, you're not a fan. We're all the same. We're all fans, We all love the boys. And, and this is for any fandom, though. If you're a part of any fandom, whether if you're, like any type of fandom, whether if like it's a band or a solo artist or anyone or a group like NSB, think about, who you're supporting, because other people are supporting them too. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. I'm gonna go ahead and close off this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This definitely is something that I really want to continue on, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So please guys, stay safe out there. You know, if you see something or somebody getting hurt, or you see something that's kind of concerning, whether if it's a comment on a video or something in real life, please report it. It really is important that, you know, stuff is taken care of before it's too late. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and yeah, I will see you guys hopefully very, very soon. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And yeah, also don't forget to go subscribe to NSB, all their channels as well. I'll have the NSB channel actually linked down below, and go subscribe to the rest of the members as well if you guys haven't yet. And go check out their music, stream Cold War, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.
Your touch, shaking up the walls.